Christine. It is time for Scraplift Crafternoon. And this week's inspiration layout is by Tehri Koskinen. I'm going to bet money Miss Tehri is from Finland. If you are watching, I want you to comment and confirm. I have a lot of Finnish friends and your name sounds Finnish. So anyways, I believe she's on the Hip Kit design team. And this layout, I don't know what she said which collection, to be honest with you, but she's kind of got these little scallop rainbowy, I don't know if that's a single punch or I haven't watched the video. I don't know if she has a video on this one, but anyway, she's got these kind of scallop deals here. There is mixed media behind all that, and then she's got a great deal amount of a little ephemera underneath these 3 small photos. So what I've decided to do is pretty similar, except I do have 4 photos because I do want to use 4. So I've got them kind of little, kind of like hers. I think I can make that work. And then I do have this punch. It's an EK Success punch. It's a little bit old, but you can see it kind of makes like a, can you see that? Yeah, I think so. Kind of shine that a little bit so you can kind of see it. But there's like a little flowery, like half border looking thing. So I can make that. And then for the mixed media, I pulled out some Distress Oxide, y'all. That's my favorite kind of inks. And I think, because, oh, I should tell you. So I did pull out a Hip Kit Club November 2022 because it's Christmassy. And I'm going to cut some of those, the little scallopy things out of these papers here. I don't know which ones exactly yet. I'm sorry, y'all. I should have had this pulled out first, but I did not. So I'm thinking I might use like this one. There's front and back, right? So I think I can use front and back of that. I got front and back of this to work with. I don't know about this. That might be a little too big a pattern for my scallop, but this definitely would work. So that's 3. And then this is another one. So I've got some patterns to work with here that I think I can, you know, make work. And I think these inks are going to go good. I'm pretty sure they will. This might be a little too browny. I might need to test that to make sure. I do have another green that I'll pull out if it's too brown. So that's that. And then from a cardstock standpoint or background standpoint, I may end up having to just go with a white cardstock because I don't want to lose sight. I think I will just grab a piece of white cardstock, y'all, because I don't want to lose sight of my scallops and my mixed media. So I might have to set that aside and go with that. But then there is all this cool ephemera that I can use that you can, you know, she's kind of got tucked in all around here. And so that should be fun. And there's definitely tons of little chipboard pieces too. I do not know the title. She's got favorite moments. There might be something in here I can use. In fact, I think there is. Maybe Happy Holidays will be good. And then there's cool little chipboard pieces. Oh, that's cute. Look at that little snowman. I hadn't even got into that. And then, of course, there's these little stickers, but she didn't really use anything like this, so I don't know if we'll use that. We shall see. We shall see, said the blind man. All right, well, let me get to, I'm going to test my inks real quick first before I start cutting things, because I think this green, now that I'm looking at the papers, may not be the right shade of green. So we'll test that first, and then I will cut pictures. I do need to mount those too, and get my cardstock out. All right, come on soon. Okay, gang, quick check-in. I have done the punch here, this guy here, on, there's a couple different sheets of paper, front and back on a couple of them. And so this is my look so far. I'm going to have to trim these a little, you know, to make them, because on hers, it's not all the way to the edges. So we'll do that. But then I want to show you this green. So I meant the comment that I didn't think the one green might end up working after all. And sure enough, it doesn't. It was this color here, that moss, not going to work. So I did 2 other greens. I'm going to go with this one because I think it goes the best with like this stuff here. I mean, technically that could probably go as well, but I kind of like this one, which is this evergreen bow or bow, I guess is the right way. Say it either kind of way. Oh, to be honest with you, I hadn't even tried my red. I probably should. Yeah, he looks good. All right, so we're gonna go with this one and this one. So I need to come in here and do some mixed media behind on this side over here. I did trim my pictures. I haven't mounted them yet. I think I'm gonna do this. I know I'm gonna have a little bit of the blue cover over in the blue here, but that's okay. I'm gonna put some ephemera behind it. So I think I'm gonna do these. I'll mount it like this with these colors because I think that's pretty. So I will mount these first, and then I'll probably come back on and show you guys the mixed media work before I start gluing stuff down. All right, come back on soon. Okay, so I have taken those strips that I punched down, and I cut them down to where they all each had 4 little scallop half circle things. So they're all basically the same length at this point. And then I've got my inks here, and I'm just taking and putting on a piece of plastic, and I'm going to just kind of put a little water. And first I do a little sprinkles, and then I use the leftover that's on the plastic to do the little packaging technique. And I'm going to do the same thing with the green, but I'll start at the bottom and come up. So I'm just going to add the sprinkles and then the packaging technique. And this doesn't take me very long. Y'all, this layout actually doesn't take me long at all. Mostly, I think, because, well, there's only these there's not really a ton of pattern papers, you know. Obviously, you just got your little scallopy things. And then, honestly, when I start getting to the ephemera, I kind of intentionally just said, just put it all out there. It was almost like an ephemera sneeze, and you'll see that in a minute because I just thought it looked so cute. And honestly, she had it all on the right-hand side, and I thought, you know, if you're all on one side, there's not too much, right? Okay, so I've got my mixed media. I did use the cardstock I have here is Heartfelt Creations. It's like I think it's the stuff they used where, I forget the name of it, but it's like when you use it through their dyes and then their little molds, if you put a little water on it, it kind of shapes and stuff like that. So it's a little bit thicker cardstock. And it took up that ink real good, and it just kind of dried right up. So I'm just going to use a little Nuvo glue here just on the top part of these little scallops. I had it in my mind I might end up kind of, you know, flipping up the bottoms a little bit, but I don't really actually end up doing that. I don't think I'm going to need to, because there's enough texture with all the darn ephemeras and stuff that I don't end up doing that. But my initial thought was I might come in, like I said, and kind of fluff up the bottoms. So I just put a little glue to the top. And that looks pretty good. And I am offsetting them on purpose. Hers were a little more aligned, I think. But I kind of wanted to offset mine just because I thought, well, I don't know why. I guess because it was exactly 4, and I just thought to myself I want to have a little difference. I didn't want it real symmetrical in a sense. So now I'm just going to take my photos. Now, the only one I'm kind of paying a lot of attention to is that top one because I do want that group photo at the very top. And then the rest of them are just, you know, us 3 in a different combination. So I just kind of come down. Now, I'm about to run out of tape out of my tape gun, so it's a good place to stop. And I'm going to switch over in just a second because I have to change out my tape. But basically, I've just glued down the 3 bottom ones flat, and then I put a little foam behind the top one. So it is raised up just a little bit. And then I've decided the title is going to be this Happy Holidays, and I did put a little foam behind it. And now I've pulled out all that ephemera on the left. You can kind of see where I've got it. And I'm just going to basically start just tucking this stuff in there, y'all. Kind of where she had the leaves and the flowers and stuff. I just start tucking things. I just think all this stuff is too cute, and it's Christmas themed and all the stuff. So I got my little nutcracker, I got my snow globe, I got my Santa, and I'm just going to take these little pieces and start tucking them in. What is that? Oh, that's that car. To be honest, the car is probably thematically, it doesn't really go in a sense. Like, we didn't drive a car, we didn't have a car or anything like that, but it's a big piece of ephemera, and it was cute, and it's got the colors and all the good stuff. I did find that little phrase up there that says, I think it says something like, we've been good. I'm sorry, I'm not looking at the layout now. I've come into a different room to do the voiceover. But it went along with because it was a group and I knew I wanted it in there. So that was cute. I did get that little bow. I like that little bow up there at the top. She had like a little heart or something. But I like that up there. And again, I mean, honestly, guys, I'm not going to sit here and tell you I have a rhyme or reason other than I'm just picking up kind of by size and just to try to fill out the things. And if I'm honest with y'all, I almost forget I have a chipboard stack over there. And so I'll get all this ephemera down and start cleaning up and go, oh, shoot, I didn't get any chipboard. So I will pull out the chipboard toward the end. But for the moment, you're going to see all this. I really kind of love those little ornaments. So I did get a couple on there, but I need to figure out a way to use those ornaments, y'all. Those are so cute. And the stockings, too. I did pull a couple pieces, little like holly-looking stuff to the right on the bottom down there. And then here I've got these little colored stars. And then I'll come in with these little silver stars in a moment, and I'll just kind of fill out a group of 3 in each one of those little spots there, too. I did use the 12 days on the layout. And now I'm thinking about it, I almost wish we had been gone 12 days because that would have made kind of sense. But we were only gone like 8 days, but I'm just going to pretend we were gone 12. No, it really doesn't matter. Again, it's more about the size and the theme of Christmas and all that kind of stuff. So I think it looks fine. So anyway, I'm going to get all this. Then I'm going to have to take my Nuvo glue and stuff and start gluing all this down. So I'm going to cut away because you don't want to watch that. And that's when I also realized, oh, shoot, I didn't grab my chipboard. So I will pull out this little snowman because, again, he's too cute. I saw him in the beginning. I go, I can't believe you almost forgot your snowman, Christine. So I put that next to Santa. And then this little guy here says, that little banner says festivities, I think. And I put that over the top of that little car. And then I'm going to come up here with a few little words. I think that one says, so excited or something. There's one that says like so excited. And one says, oh, shoot. I cannot believe I've forgot what it says. They're just, again, they're little chipboard phrases. And I thought they'd be kind of cute. No, so excited went over on the, I thought about using that little heart, but that didn't work. So excited is going to go on the little snow globe. I think it was so happy. That may be what it says. It's so tiny, y'all. When I edit these videos, they're on my phone. a while back, I had, I had tried to start my YouTube channel almost like 3 years ago, but I could not, the editing software I was using was so hard to use, and I couldn't get it done. And I finally had messaged Kelsey. She's got her own channel, and I messaged her, and I was like, how do you do that? She says, iMovie, and I thought, okay. So I did this iMovie, and it was easy. So I'm done. That's it, y'all. How easy was that? Isn't that cute? That's a slowdown right there. This was a fun one. I enjoyed it. I love the design is simple enough to work with, and the little mixed media and all that kind of stuff. Don't forget to check out the link below. Everybody else is playing along, so you should see the link and the playlist and all that good stuff. Those playlists are great. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you're having a great January. It's still January. Yeah, it's still January. And we will see you next time. Bye.